Ball League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go. Set, ready. Number one. Check 45 to mine. Hey, watch the ball.
On first down, it's Barnes. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They go play action now. Haskins lets it go for Nelson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking downfield for Joe. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Tech McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Haskins. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 33. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second down now. It's Barnes. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd down, Barnes. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Alex Barnes, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the point after. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Falcons 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, and he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right here, right here. Watch it, 39. 21.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Trace McSorley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Ryan. Letting one fly deep for Coop. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnes. And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Alex Barnes with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 31, Ryan got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pick it up. Kill. Watch twist.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Falcons, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Ryan, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 59, ready? Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 33. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Check tight.
On 1st down, Barnes. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check pass.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Gun.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan looking deep down, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, Echo.
Again, Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Redskins 34, Falcons nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Falcons send out their punter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This is fielded at the 27. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, set, 18, Gator.
I got him. Jim.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnes. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Alert 3.
Now.
On 2nd down. It's Barnes, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. And his kick is indeed good, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, Franks. Over the middle, complete. That's fourth. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Gets it off to Freeman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
His pass caught at the 4. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Redskins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.